So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I get more shirtless selfies of dudes than pretty much every straight guy in the world. Guys are always sending me pictures of themselves with their shirts off and asking for recommendations. Whether or not it's workout, whether or not it's diet, they're sending me shirtless pics. And I gotta be honest, they make me a little bit uncomfortable, especially when I'm in like a Starbucks or somewhere public and I'm opening emails. I always sort of hold my breath and look to see who's around before I open or download these pictures. So gentlemen, let me issue this disclaimer. Do not send me any pictures of yourself with your shirt off if you're under the age of 18, because I don't want your mom being like snooping and being like, oh my god, my little Johnny's sending pictures to some creepy weirdo. Yeah, I can already hear the explanation. No, Ma, it's not what you think. It's this guy. His name is Alpha, and he has his channel, and he posts video. Yeah, that sounds great. Which brings us to the shirtless pic I'm about to show you. Comes from a gentleman who will remain nameless, because that was part of the deal. I said, hey, I think I can answer your question, but I need to use your picture in a video. He said, no way. I said, why? You can't see your face, it's from your neck to your belly button, and if your torso is that recognizable, we've got big problems. He said, oh, you know what, you're right. I said, of course I am. Of course I am. Alright, so here's the situation. Our friend has an area in his torso that is a little bit concave. It's not quite as wide as his hips, and he's a little bit concerned. He's like, hey, it looks kind of weird, and I don't know what to do. Is there something I can do in the gym or diet related that will actually help fill out my torso? You don't even have any idea what I'm talking about. Here's a picture of the torso in question. Before we go any further, I would like to first acknowledge the masterful manscaping job that we have going on here. This takes skill, gentlemen. This takes skill. So he is concerned about these little indentations on his side, that they aren't quite as wide as his hips, and feels that it looks a little bit funny. And let me just acknowledge something real quick. You guys send me a bunch of pictures, and whether or not it's with your hair, or your hairline, your chin, we are our own worst critics. If I saw this guy, I'd be like, oh, great manscaping job. I would never in a million years think that, oh my god, you're deformed with your sides. They're all cut. We are our own worst critics. So gentlemen, take it easy. Nobody else notices these things. But back to the question. So once I saw the picture, I actually asked him, I said, what are you doing for your workouts? Because I had a sneaking suspicion he wasn't doing anything. And sure enough, he confirmed that he hasn't actually worked out ever with weights. And really, this is what the physique represents. This body tells me two things. A, that you're young, and B, that you really aren't working out and working your core. As you work with weights, whether or not you're doing sit-ups, obliques, or anything, your core is going to be engaged. By engaging that core, you're actually going to help strengthen and build those stomach muscles. Our friend seriously just needs to start hitting the gym, and what will happen as he works out, as he builds the rest of his body, his core will be engaged. If he works abs once a week, it's also going to help. Eventually, as he matures, as his body fills out, these little indentations will fill out. Other thing is age. As you get older, you're going to start filling out. We all fill out. And then you're going to be like, dude, I can't believe I was upset about having such a small wasp-like waist. Because when you get to my age, it's like, as soon as I hit 30, my metabolism gave me the finger, and it has been downhill ever since. So I hope this video helped. But for the rest of you that are getting ready to take that selfie and send it old Alpha, yo, slow down. If you're under 18, don't send it. Seriously. No ifs, ands, or buts. And tell me your age when you... Yo, Alpha, hey, I'm sending you a shirtless pic. I'm 27. I'm 57. Whatever. Not like, hey, I'm 13. Check me out. Don't want to see it? Not gonna open it. Because I would not do well in prison. Popular? Yes. Well, no.